All right, welcome back everyone. It's after Christmas and we're back in the shop trying to get some stuff done on the Blazer. Now, I feel a little bit stuck. You know, it's been a while and it hasn't felt like I've made a lot of progress. I know there's been a lot of little things that we've got done, but it's kind of frustrating when you get in a spot like that and you feel like it's just not moving. So I think I'm gonna do something big today, and maybe I'm gonna pick this body up off this body trailer it's on and sit it on the frame just to do some layout and figure out where I want to go next. It might not be the optimal thing to do right now, and it might not be completely ready because it's definitely gonna have to come back off, but I've got a lift. It won't be hard. I'm gonna move it over and just get a good accounting of where I'm at and where I need to go from here. So here's what we got. I need to unload that body right there, make sure it's all empty. I'm gonna lift it up from the roll bar. I've got to lift the front clip off the frame, clean everything off, and then I'm gonna maybe put some 2x4 blocks onto the body mount positions just to give it something to sit up a little bit on, although I'm not sure how thick those originals are, and I don't have new ones with me yet. So let me move some stuff around. We'll get ready to do this. So I got the front clip off and the body's cleaned out. I think it might be about time to move it over. I realize I may not have given you all a good walkthrough of the back of the body. What work needs to be done still. This whole fender's bad. Then in the bed, I mean, we've got the common rust holes in the bed, in the corners around the wheel wells a little bit. I'm gonna have to replace quite a bit of this back floor or patch it up, but the front is looking good. The front's all solid. The rockers are solid. Let's all work on the back now. The other thing I didn't really mention is this is a convertible, and we picked it up with doors off and the top off, and the front may have moved a little bit. So I've tried to stabilize this. It's pretty close, but I think that pillar needs to come back just a little bit. And that's precisely why I want to put it back on the frame. I think the mounts are going to help us get that back into place. And if not, we're going to be able to put a strap around that top and work it back with the roll bar and get it where it needs to be to line up. But for the rest of the body work, it'd be nice to do it on the frame. Okay, we're off. So we're not hooked on anything. Let's swing it back towards you. And here, stop it. Can you pull it out towards the end of the boom? Yep. We're at tight quarters over there, aren't we? Up a little bit. We're up all the way, and that's almost the right amount. Can we tilt it towards you to get it up over the shifter? Yep, we're over. Okay. And then we just gotta, all right. Oh man, this thing's gonna look like a truck again. Okay. I suppose if we get two of them lined up, the rest will fall in. Okay.
Looking pretty close. This is levers, shifter levers okay?
Yep, they're up and clear.
Okay.
Okay, so we are, yeah, that one's gonna be lined up. I think we're gonna be, I'm gonna tap down. Okay, we're sitting on one.
Right there.
Did that fall into place? That's in. It's gonna come right down. Yep, that one's in too. It's just not sitted. It's not, it'll fall right in, I think, in a second. Man, this distributor is touching. Why is that so big?
Oh shit.
Yeah, what was the deal with that? Is this, we're down all the way. We're in, all right. Hopefully that's not broken. Okay, we are on. We're in the right spot. The only thing is, oh, you know what's wrong? We don't have spacers under these front two. The front two were ones that didn't have mounts on them. That's maybe why this is not clearing very well. So it came on just fine. It looks wild. It's a little tight. This front mount doesn't have one on there, doesn't have a body mount. Distributor's not very clear. Everything else is looking great. Let's go back and look. Okay, we're sitting high on both of these back ones.
Yeah. And you know what you can do, Dylan?
Yeah.
You can do a body lift to give you more clearance on the front here.
Actually, we're tilted forward. Okay, I know why.
This one's not dropped in back here.
The back two aren't dropped in. The front's sitting lower than it should be.
Okay.
So we need to lift the front, and that should go back. There, can you wiggle it now? This side looks really good over here.
Yeah, we're missing the, even on the back, is it down or?
It's not down. Let me get in there. Let's see if it'll pick up the front when I walk to the back. So we're down all the way. Oh,
There you go.
this side's still up to this side. Man, that's not been on there since 2005.
Yeah.
What do you think? It looks like a real truck again. The back sticks way up in the air. Us, that front wheel, those tires are low in the front though. Jeez. Wow.
Grab those two jacks and
Okay.
Nope, you okay?
I'm good. Yeah, we can do that.
Come your way.
I'm pretty well lined up. Yeah, I suppose we do.
Hey guys!
How exciting.
What do you think?
I love it. Hey, I think we should paint it red.
Red?
Yeah, and yellow. Like with yellow flames.
T, what do you think?
I love it.
So it's kind of on there. we've got the wrong body mounts. We'll get this straightened up, but it's kind of looking like a truck again. So we'll come back once we get new body mounts and more sheet metal, and we'll finish putting the bed back together. And we might be driving this within the next few years. Maybe next year. Maybe next year. Okay, so we were in the shop yesterday and we got that body moved on top of the frame. It's a little bit jarring to look at that and exciting. But now I think the real reason I wanted to do that is just to look at some parts, make sure it was setting up how I wanted it to before I made a big parts order. What I ended up ordering from LMC is they're really good about hardware. They're good about laying out the whole project, not just the pieces and then you're stuck trying to figure out hardware. So I ended up grabbing hardware for, say, fender wells, for wheel housings, things like that. These hardware kits are I think, a decent value. Got some stuff like that. So what I ended up buying also were body mount hardware. I also ordered pieces for the console. Here's the center console. I still have the original center console. It wasn't in great condition, so I was working on cleaning it up, getting it all straightened back out. But I should have everything now. And I got just some bumpers, little pieces that I didn't have. And I ordered paint for this as well. So we'll get some green vinyl paint, get that cleaned up and ready to go. And then the last thing I ordered is just a general patch panel for the bed. Didn't go ahead and get that whole bed component. I want to make sure I've got it laid out how I want it before I decide to order. I also might just be patching parts of that bed. So I don't know if I want to spend $500 or $600 getting large patches, pieces that I'm only going to use parts of. So I'm going to get it torn down and figure out exactly what I need first. And maybe I'll be able to get by just fabricating some of that on my own. The other thing is the body mounts themselves. I wasn't able to get these from LMC, although it's the exact same kit from Energy Suspension that everyone is selling, from O'Reilly's to Jegs to Speedway to Rock Auto. And Rock Auto just had the lowest price. So that's what I'm going to go with. And that was only $135 there. I wish I could get the original OEM rubber body mounts. I just feel like that'd be a little softer. And I mean, rigid might be nice in some cases, but I don't want this thing to like be brittle. So, but I went with these black Energy Suspension body mounts. And the last thing, I'm in Lincoln, Nebraska, and we're really lucky to have Speedway Motors and their warehouse here in town. So any larger items, they're typically really competitive on price, but if they need to be shipped, I can pick them up here in town and pay no shipping. So I ended up getting wheel tubs and a gas tank from them. So these are from AMD. It sounds like they make pretty good stuff, so I grabbed those. And then a full new gas tank. I've got a placeholder tank in there, but it's not in good shape. It's weeping. So I'll be able to pick this up. That's the other great thing about Speedway. I can go pick this up today within an hour of placing my order, it said. So easy to get these, and we've got all that coming. So I'll talk to you again when we're back at the shop. But for now, I think we'll go pick this up at Speedway. I'll bring you along so you can see their shop. And then we will put this together, and that'll be a good stopping point for this video while we wait for the rest of those components to come in the mail. All right, we're over here at Speedway picking up the parts and gonna hopefully fit them in the car and go do some drop-off. How are you gonna fit in there?
I don't know.
What are we gonna do? I think we'll shift it around. How about you stay here and then I'll drop this off and I'll come back and get you?
No!
No?
Wait, actually... Wait, were you not kidding?
You know we had to stop at Runza. B, what do you want from Runza?
I have a bunch of things I want. If we sell corn dogs, I want corn.
Okay. Okay, picked up the load from Speedway and we ended up with these fenders These are from Auto Metal Direct. Let's open one up and look at it.
Whoa, they're black. Whoa.
They look sharp. I'm happy with that. I've got the hardware kit coming as well, so these should go right in once I get the floor fixed up. Let's see how it looks in the Blazer.
Dad, I need help.
Oh, you do?
No, yeah, you know it. I need help.
Okay.
Use the crane.
You know, one thing I'm curious is just how tight that is on the firewall. But it's so far back under there. And I was reading that a lot of the K series were like that. Just different cross member setup on the 4-wheel drives compared to the 2-wheel drives. But I mean, we got all kinds of room up here in the front and no room in the back. So maybe I need to, the body might be sitting a little bit too far forward, but there's not much room. It's not going back far. There's also no motor mounts or no body mounts under the front, so it'll pick up a little bit. But it's still going to be an issue back there. Anyway, that's a problem for later. All right, bud, let me help you out. Okay, can you turn that around and line it up on the other side and see if it fits good? Yeah, now sit it down. Scooch it in and see if you're happy with that. Does it look the same?
Yeah, other than way nicer.
Other than, well, other than what?
Other than way nicer than the other one.
Yeah, look, this is all rotten up in the front and that. So we'll put the new one on and we'll fix the floor after we take this one off. It's totally weird to be standing in this thing again. I was closer to your age than I am to mine when we started this project.
What?
Yeah, I was like 15.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Now we're sitting in it again. Now it's bouncing again. It's ready to roll. That's about all it'll do, just roll, but it's looking so good.
That was 20. You started this 20 years ago now?
Yeah. Yep. Started this 20 years ago.
That is incredible.
Also got this fuel tank kit ready to go. The filler neck looked perfect in the pictures compared to this one. So it should be easy. What are you doing?
Nothing, but eating it.